play, and go. Clap.
These places make us rethink the idea that travel is about the journey, and not the destination. Welcome to Distance Channel, and today we'll be showing our picks for top 10 beautiful cities. Don't forget to subscribe to support us to make more videos. For this list we were looking out for the most breathtaking locales, not necessarily the biggest, or most famous. London. As the capital of capitals negotiates the uncharted terrain of a post-Brexit world, for now it still reigns atop the Planet Best Cities for the third year running. The city has long been a magnet for smart talent. London ranks number 2 in the world for percentage of the population with post-secondary education, and number 11 for the quality of its universities. In September 2019, the Times Higher Education World University Rankings listed for London universities in the top 40 more than any other city in the world. Where the city consistently excels is in programming. One again this year, which includes restaurants, nightlife and shopping. London has established a nighttime commission and appointed a night czar. London First and Ernst & Young found that, in 2014, the nighttime economy was worth almost $35 billion annually and directly supported 1 in 8 jobs or 723,000 workers. To boost the nighttime experience, the city runs parts of its tube system 24 hours a day, to the delight of the 8.7 million riders who used it in 2018. New York. The top-ranked city in the U.S. moves up a global spot as an experiential, sensory powerhouse obsessed with welcoming the world. A visitor just has to look up, and what visitor can resist looking up? Oh, realize that Manhattan is reaching radical new heights. While there are a dizzying concentration of towers and Hudson Yards, the air above many Manhattan neighborhoods has been forever changed. The Jacob K. Javits Center Conference Complex is getting a 1.2 million square foot, $1.5 billion expansion that will bring the facility to 3.3 million square feet. In the process, it will likely lift New York's mediocre 56th place ranking for conference centers by providing much-needed new space. Delivery is expected in 2021. But New York is rarely all work and no play. The city ranks number 5 globally for museums, and from the Frick to the Tenement Museum, they're a brilliant array. But all eyes will be on 2 in 2020. He Met turns 150 years old, and the Museum of Modern Art shows the world its rethink and rejuvenation of the notion of modern. Paris. The City of Light draws millions of visitors every year with its unforgettable ambience. Of course, the divine cuisine and vast art collections deserve some of the credit as well. The gentle river Seine rambles through the city, flanked by stately museums, centuries-old churches, and blocks of Rococo and neoclassic design architecture, further enhanced by cascading trees and glowing street lamps. Peppering the Seine's cobbled walks and graceful bridges are impossibly chic Parisians, probably on their way to the market, cafe or cinema, containing world-class museums, fashion, cuisine and an atmosphere all its own. Paris is also a city of many splendors, as Ernest Hemingway recalled in his memoir, A Movable Feast. Visit the beloved Musée d'Orsay, shop the biggest designers on the Champs-Élysées or hit the boutiques in La Marais, take in the view atop the Eiffel Tower, or even plan a day trip to Versailles Palace. But don't miss out on the simple pleasure of meandering the marvelous arrondissements districts, or snacking on street crepes either. Tokyo. The futuristic metropolis is tapping its ancient feudal roots by investing in street-level livability and resident well-being. Despite earthquakes, tsunamis and typhoons, Japan perseveres, and Tokyo, with its round-the-clock kinetic mobility, innovation and efficiency, continues to mesmerize global visitors. It ranks number 6 for neighborhoods and landmarks and number 16 for outdoors. Indeed, parks are considered vital infrastructure here, an essential therapy for its vertical living citizens. Take, for instance, Meiji Jingu Shrine, which is tucked into dense woodland in the heart of the city and celebrates its centennial anniversary in 2020. Then their Team Lab Borderless in the Mori Building, a new kind of digital art museum without boundaries, where visitors wander and explore, map-free, while immersing themselves in a three-dimensional world. This is just the latest addition to the city 250-plus museums. It no wonder, then, that Tokyo ranks number 4 globally in our museums category. Moscow. Intriguing and increasingly hungry for global attention, Russia's beguiling capital is a cultural gold mine spanning the ages. First-timers and regulars fall under the spell of Moscow the minute they set foot in this endlessly fascinating and dynamic metropolis. Curiosity about Russia has increased as political intrigue has grown, of course, which might explain why Moscow was the top #city on Instagram. The city offers a bounty of classic attractions, including the masterpiece of Russian architecture that is St. Basil Cathedral, the Kremlin and Red Square, two UNESCO heritage sites that are also the historic and spiritual heart of the city. And, of course, Gorky Park. But the city also rewards venturing off the beaten path, with bizarre bars, tasty and increasingly locally sourced meals, and daring fashion boutiques. Dubai. An alluring blend of over-the-top experiences, Arab heritage and luxury shopping, Dubai rises from the golden sands like a mirage. Dubai is where you can ride the elevator to the top of the world's tallest building for a bird's-eye view, bet on the ponies at the world's richest horse race, and pose for photos in front of the world's tallest choreographed fountains. The most visited mall on the planet is also here, and helps land Dubai at number 30 inches our shopping category. New for 2019 is Cityland Mall, the world's first Atour-inspired shopping mall, packed with botanical touches including 200,000 square feet of open-air gardens. Santiago Calatrava. The tower at Dubai Creek will eclipse the Burj Khalifa as the tallest building in the world when completed in 2020. Singapore. Asia financial powerhouse turns its ambitions to elevated infrastructure and homegrown innovation. Only in Singapore does an airport become a must-see attraction, one that receives millions of passengers a year but also lures locals with a bounty of designer shops, gardens, gourmet food, and one-of-a-kind sights. Opened last April and designed by Safdie Architects, the new $1.7 billion Jewel Changi Airport features a canopy bridge and glass walkway shrouded in fog and suspended 75 feet in the air. But the real showstopper is a 7-story rain vortex, an indoor waterfall the world's tallest that cascades down from a central oculus in the roof. Although Singapore lands at number 42 for airport connectivity, it would medal for its gateway experience alone if we scored such things. Barcelona. The defiant Catalan capital intoxicating mix of beach, architecture and creativity has framed the city as the poster child of global over-tourism and its solutions. Steeped in history and wearing its cultural identity proudly on its sleeve, the capital of Catalonia is a region of Spain where independence and defending it is in the blood. It here where Airbnb was reigned in an over-tourism challenged, studied and regulated, with insights shared globally. But all that tension tends to dissipate when the sun sets, as the city number 3 ranking for global nightlife indicates. From baby steps and tapas on Los Ramblas, to the hidden speakeasies of Barri-Giec, Europe's largest Gothic quarter and the heart of Barcelona, to the industrial-sized clubbing of Port Olympic, Barcelona keeps its revelers sated. Is it any wonder that it boasts the 5th most TripAdvisor reviews among the world's cities? Los Angeles. Los Angeles keeps breaking tourism records as it unveils one multi-billion-dollar infrastructure project after another. Los Angeles keeps breaking tourism records as it unveils one multi-billion-dollar infrastructure project after another. While many U.S. cities saw a drop in international visitation in 2018, Los Angeles, which makes our World Best Cities top 10 for the first time in 2020, sending 4 spots year over year, are past 50 million annual visitors and reached the target 2 years ahead of schedule. The number is forecasted to exceed 70 million over the next decade. The city is actively managing the world demand for its beguiling brand of West Coast innovation around the legacy entertainment industrial complex to more recent gaming and social media HQs, as well as the attention and influx that will come amidst the 2028 Olympic Summer Games and, potentially, the 2026 World Cup. Rome. The Eternal City has always been coveted. These days, the bounty is an immersive step back in time. Few cities serve up the ability to walk the history of the Western world like Roma. Heck, just Palatine Hill invites you into 2 millennia of Western civilization, if you got an hour. Mix in a safe, accessible modern city amidst thousands of portals back in time, and it's easy to see how Rome cracked the best cities top 10 for the first time this year. Declarations of love for the city have multiplied with the channels of self-expression, of course, and the city number 4 ranking in our extensive plays category has directly fueled its number 5 promotion ranking, including the second most TripAdvisor reviews on the planet and very frequent Google searches. Now we have reached the end of the video. We hope you like it. Thanks for watching.